afternoon. Welcome back to the sixth session for Salesforce. It's good to have a small audience, so I hope you will take advantage of it. Feel free to ask questions. If there are any questions from the previous sessions or before sessions, you can ask that in the beginning of the session. Before we move ahead, today we'll be talking about the security model. For those who are actively doing the assignments, you'll realize the importance of security model. Last week we discussed that when a customer or a lead logs in, they should be able to only see their account information, not other accounts. But I, as admin, I should be able to see other customer accounts as well, or all customer accounts. So Salesforce has a very robust security model where you can define the roles and you can define the profiles and you can associate roles with profiles and you can configure and fine tune that security model as well. So it's going to be another exciting full session of learning. I hope you are actually doing the assignments to get most of the session information from the session and practically implement it. If you have any questions, we can start with that. Otherwise, we'll start with a quick mind relaxation technique, and we'll have Ms. Vijaya share with us the Salesforce security model. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let's sit back and relax. And just focus on what happened since morning up till now. Let's filter whatever events happen into pleasant and unpleasant, comfort and discomfort. Even if there was a moment of discomfort experienced since morning today, let's bring that moment in front of us. And let's do a root cause analysis. Why? Why was I not feeling good? What was the root cause? Whatever want, whatever expectation I have, perhaps that's not met. Is that the root cause? And perhaps there will be 1,000 other such events that won't be under my control. So would I allow myself to experience unpleasantness and discomfort 1,000 more times? Would I? So let's go deep and make a resolution. Things that I cannot change, I can ignore. I can give zero value to them. I can shut myself down from those. Yes, that is what I can do. To preserve my silence, to preserve my peace, to preserve my inner happiness. I have the choice to just sit back and relax and choose not to give importance or value to those situations that have thus far shaken me up. displeased me, caused me discomfort. I can build a fence around myself and let these aspects stay outside that fence, while within the boundary of the fence, I enjoy my inner peace and happiness. That I can do. That's, in fact, indeed the only thing I have control over. To draw my boundaries and not let anything enter my boundary. So let me solidify this fence today. Have a very strong resolve that going forward, no matter what situation it may be, I will shut that out from my inner self. I will choose not to give importance to it. I will choose to ignore. I will rise above its influence. And for the next 1,000 times, I may fail a few more times, but my strong resolve, my determination will help me succeed the 9,900 times. So let's just sit back, relax. Let all the events of the day that caused us discomfort, let's just shove those off. They can sit outside the fence, and I can enjoy my inner peace, my solitude, my happiness, my stability within my fence. All I have to do is just guard my fence. Any loose links in this fence will cause energy of discomfort to pierce in my boundaries. So let me be on high guard and alert and start patching this fence wherever there are weak links. In these moments of silence and solitude, I learn to value my inner peace, my inner energy. Let's gradually come back into the awareness of this session, but be constantly in touch with the inner self and our fence. Take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale. Let's resume the session for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Raki. We can get started, Miss Vijaya, whenever you're ready. Vijay, I'm not able to hear you if you're speaking. I can see your screen, but not hear you if you're saying anything.
Am I audible now? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you.
Okay. Let's start today's topic. Uh, I'll open the PPT. And okay. So basically today we will see what is basically Salesforce edition. So Salesforce edition is the type of Salesforce instance or org which determines what functionalities are available. Like suppose you are going to purchase mobile phone. Suppose you are going to purchase iPhone 13. So in iPhone 13, you can see there are three models like iPhone 30 basic, iPhone 13 mini or iPhone 30 Pro, iPhone 13 Pro Max. So same phone, iPhone 13 have three, four series or models. So which model you have to choose, it depends on your cost. It depends on which functionality you want. So like that, Salesforce also provide like which org you want to purchase. There are these type of like this called edition. Like suppose if you want to purchase car like Tata, it have punch. There is basic model, there is plus basic plus model, then there is top model. Like there are versions in everything. So basically in Salesforce also, according to your requirement, according to your business requirement, you can purchase Salesforce. So this thing is called Salesforce editions. The edition is the like type of Salesforce instance or org which determines what functionalities are available. So each Salesforce edition offer different licenses to the organization that allow them to access to different platforms functions, as every edition provides different functionality and license. Hence the companies must know each edition with their functionality to better use the platforms. So now we will check this edition, like our org has which edition. Before starting like security models, I'm going through this some basic uh, topics. So it will come in next profile part. So you will get the understanding of there. So this is the org. I have already logged in, and it is like logged in user is SFDC training. So when I go to setup, this is the gear button. Click on this setup. Already setup page is open, but I just reloaded it again. Go to company information. As we have already in previous session, we have seen company information. This select this company information from the user setup. Also- Now, see, this shows us the organization profile details. So organization name is RERF. This is created when we have just created our developer account. There we have given organization name as RERF. Hope you have created your org, so you can also check, go to the company organization and you can see your organization detail there. So in the organization detail, there is organization edition. So this is developer edition. So basically, there are four types of editions we will see, and every edition has different functionalities. So our org is developer edition, like it is model. Edition is basically model or version of Salesforce org. So you can see how to check the current edition. Go to the setup option, enter the company or information in the quick find box and choose the company information. And there we have already seen it is developer edition. So what are the types of editions and what are the difference between the editions we will see. So basically there are 4 to 5 types: essentials, professionals, enterprise, unlimited, and developers. So this is our recent one which we checked. So it is the free edition mainly provided for the development and deployment of the deployment on the force.com platform. So this edition is like free of cost, which Salesforce provide to just do the practice, just create apps, just learn, just do testing. So it is free of cost, this edition. But other editions of Salesforce is chargeable, and we will see accordingly. So this is a developers edition. So it provides excellent tools for the testing training on salesforce.com. It is a type of basic enterprise edition with minimal storage. And basically for a small business, we purchase this essential edition. Essential edition is the basic edition designed for small businesses who want to run their business on the CRM system quickly. So suppose there is only small for small business. Only, suppose there is one person who is selling some products from their home only, and they did not require any like uh, more information to store. They require to store only basic information about their products, like about their customers only and their products and their accounts. Only few details he want to require for small business, not so wide data he wants to store. And so basically, they will purchase from Salesforce which edition? Essential edition. So it has limited feature compared to other editions like Professional edition and Enterprise editions. In terms of data storage, in terms of your user profiles, in terms of your licenses. So this is the Essential edition, first type. And we have already seen Developers edition. So it is not chargeable. It is free edition for training and for learning purpose. Anybody can create their developer account and go through the CRM application of Salesforce. But it is not as licensed and it is not hosting anywhere. Like it is hosting in Salesforce, but it is not as for the business purpose. For business purpose, for small business purpose, you have to purchase this license essential edition, and the pricing of this essential edition is like $25 per user month. So it has limitations. It helps the user with the assistant of using the UI and various administration tools to customize the business application. Now if we can see there is second option. Okay. Second edition is professional edition. So the professional edition is the advanced edition that is mainly designed for businesses that require more CRM functionalities, security, and customization. And it is for like medium type of business. The, there is suppose there are group of sales person who are using this application can have multiple like can have professional edition. It provides easy to use customization tool. It also includes the integration and administration tools, which allows to small or mid-size application deployment. It means this is the first edition that allows the companies to perform any development work on it. So it has more features compared to essential editions. So its cost is also more compared to essential one. It is $75 per user per month. So the professional edition is well suited for mid-size organizations with only one sales department with up to 60 team members. So this edition has more features in terms of security, in terms of CRM functionalities, and in customization part also. So it is according to the user requirement or client requirement. So which edition they have options. Like Salesforce provides options So which edition, according to your requirement, you can purchase, either essential, either professional. And third one is like enterprise. It has more like features than professional edition. So it is for somewhat large and complex business type of uh, business, like complex business and having large business setup can use or purchase this enterprise edition. So it is designed to fulfill the requirement of large and complex businesses. It provides access to all platforms functionality, which includes the advanced tool for the customization and administration. So there are, according to the additions, you can see there are variations in functionality. So according to your requirement, a company can purchase any addition. So this addition enables the organization to access the Salesforce APIs so that the developers can integrate the applications with the back office system. So the price of this addition is 150 USD per user. So it is one of the most popular Salesforce additions among the companies that is the most beneficial for the customers. Mostly the developers and administrators want to work with the enterprise edition as it provides all the required functionality for the development and end users. Mostly in projects which I have worked, they basically using enterprise or unlimited editions. It has more user license, it has more data storage, it has more CRM functionalities, more securities, and its price is also more than the compared to the professionals and essential editions. So last one is the unlimited edition. This developer edition is like free edition. And in the unlimited edition, you can see it maximizes business success and extend it across the entire enterprise through the Lightning platform. It is the flagship solution for the Salesforce.com and also includes all the features of enterprise edition with full premium support. So in this edition, there is special support which Salesforce provide. It provides access to unlimited online trainings, over 1,000 admin services. It allows to develop unlimited custom applications and creating custom tab and objects. So more higher you go, more higher in terms of edition you go, there are multiple extra functionalities you will get. So right now we are using developer edition because it is free and it is for learning purpose. But for the business, you have to purchase the edition. And there are four types of editions according to the company's requirement and business situation, they can purchase. And any more extra functionality they want other than these additions, so they can pay and use that. Suppose this addition has limitations to 4 users only, suppose. So he can pay for more user license and purchase that. It is around $50 or $60 per user. According to your edition, it varies. So this is the edition. And for the unlimited edition is the best option for the enterprise level organization with multiple sales department with more than 250 members. Suppose there is a client like Apollo. So Apollo has so many end users. So they have to purchase according to their business this edition. And according to additions, there is also Salesforce licenses. So what is Salesforce license? We will see. With each edition, different licenses are associated, which provide access to specific features and functionalities of Salesforce platform to the user. It means the user license provided by the Salesforce specifies the functionality that a particular user can access. The licenses are available for an org and can be checked on the company information page. So we can also check the Salesforce license on company information page. So suppose we are going. So this is the company information page. Here we have seen our edition. It is developer right now. And you can see here is user licenses. Then there is permission set licenses. Then there is feature licenses. It varies according to the editions. So this developer edition is very limited because it has like for learning purpose and for practicing Salesforce. But in the purchased and licensed editions, there are multiple, you can see, would be like license. Suppose like you can see this in the user license, there is Salesforce extra app logins. But here you can see there is total license 2. But in the purchased one, you can see there can be more than 50, there can be 60, like it depends. But it is for trial, like 23. But in the purchased one, you can have more than like 50, 60, 100. So we will see what is user license. It is basically connected with the users and profiles. We will check. And this is the permission set licenses, which we will also see after profile, what is permission set. And this is the feature licenses means there are multiple type of users who can log in the org. Like there can be partner user, there can be sales user who can only see only sales department. There is service people who basically provide these services and the ticket. So they can only see that data. So they can log in as a service user. So there are multiple feature licenses like marketing user, offline user, flow user. Every user is associated with the one profile at a time. So we will going to see that now. So these three are basically licenses which is associated with the edition. We will see in this now. So different Salesforce users licenses. First one is Salesforce, which is it is basically user license. We are seeing now user licenses, and in the this page you can see this is the user license. So it has Salesforce. Yeah, we have seen Salesforce as a user license. So what it means, this is available in all Salesforce editions. Whether you take enterprise, whether you take essential, whether you take professional, this Salesforce license is available in all Salesforce editions. So this Salesforce license is the standard user license designed for the users who need complete access to the standard CRM and Salesforce App Exchange applications. So this is one of the most commonly purchased license. It comes with additions. If you purchase any additions, you will get this user license, Salesforce. Then there is second one is Salesforce platform. This license type is for those users who only want to have access to custom or app exchange app without the standard CRM functionalities. So suppose the user can access the core platform functionality, example, accounts, contacts, dashboards, reports. So one second, users can also access the custom apps. Now I'll show you this Salesforce platform. So this is the second user license, that is the Salesforce platform. So it can have like 3 users only can have this Salesforce platform. Only 2 users can have this Salesforce license. So in the Salesforce user license, the user can see every like custom and standard apps. Everything it is like visible. But for Salesforce platform, only custom applications would be visible, not as a standard. I'll show you in the user part. next. So these are the user licenses. I'll share this document with you. You can go through, or you can have in Google, you can search about more on editions and licenses. So I have not gone so much deep on the other user licenses, but you can have the idea. You can in Trailhead there is also one license and additions topic. You can search and you can go through that. So there are different types of users. Suppose some are guest users. So we don't want to that user to see everything in the org. Suppose guest user, I have logged from guest user. So I am not able to see everything. So there is limitations for that user. So every additions have the Salesforce license, and you can check on this on company information page. Right now, user licenses, only 2 users can have this Salesforce user license. Only 3 can have Salesforce platform. So there are limitations here in the license number. And I have used only this one. I'll show you how can you see that. So coming on today's topic, that is the users and profiles. So first of all, who is user? So one who has authentic username and password. So this is not and, this would be and. So one who has authentic username and password to log in into the org. So like end users would be there, developers, admin is also a user. From where you can navigate from setup in quick find box, you can type users. You will see users details. So this is the setup in this quick find box. Just type users. So you can see under users, there are multiple things: permission set groups, profiles, public groups, queues, roles, user management settings, and users. So we will select users here. Now in this page, you can see the user details, and by default, when we create this account, developer account, our like we have given first name, last name. So Salesforce create default, by default they create a user. So as SFDC training, when I have created developer account with first name, last name, so this user is created SFDC training. And you can see this is the by default, and some are created inbuilt from Salesforce only, like Chatter Expert. These you can see in every org, like when you created, these are inbuilt users which Salesforce have created. So every user is associated with one profile. So remember this, every user is associated with one profile at a time. So what is profile? Profile is basically uh, makes what users can be like visible, what users can view in the org. Suppose there are multiple users in your company, and we don't want to see that that every users can view alike everything. They like sales users want to only see their sales part, service people only want to view their service part. So we can differentiate this thing through profiles. We can create profiles, and there are already standard profiles in the org. So we will go through now. Our next topic will be profiles only. But before that, we will see more on users. So this is the users, Chatter Expert, and these all are the Salesforce provided. We can also create our new profile. Just go to new user. Once our SFDC training is created by Salesforce only when we have login, when we have created our developer account. Now we are creating new user from org. Okay, so I'll go that in next topic. Okay, I'll just give here some name. First name would be any name. Suppose Anita. She has pinged. So last name Anita Singh. Okay, alias would be small name is taken by default. So give it like any email ID. I have created this user with the Salesforce training at the rate Gmail. So I am using same email ID. But username I am giving different because I have already logged in with this part. I'll show you more. Okay. Suppose this user's name is already existed because I have logged with this username only. So now just give it something different dot uh, uh, ADM, suppose admin. So this username should be unique. You can use same email ID which you have already used at the time of creation of this Salesforce account. You can use that email, but you have to give this unique username. So I have just added here ADM. ADM means admin, or you can add DEV as a developer. Now nickname you can use this, or you can provide yours only. And now you can see there are red points. This means these all are the mandatory fields you have to give while creating new user. So see, there is profile and there is now user license, which we have discussed before in last topic now. So in the user license, you can see there is chatter external, there is chatter free, there is force.com. These are the user license, which already we have seen. I'll show you in the company, go to company information. According to this developer edition, we can have number of licenses in the user license. So in the user license, you can see it is coming here and it has the options chatter, chatter free, force.com, Salesforce, and Salesforce platform. So you can see. Now you can see in the Salesforce user license, we have already given one license to one user, and there are total number of licenses two. We can use one more license. So we can go here and we can select Salesforce. Okay. And according to the user license, profile comes. When you select some chatter external user license, profile will be changed. And if I change Salesforce platform, according to that, profile will be changed. Then now see, you can see standard platform user is coming. I will select Salesforce. Okay, so profile will change and there will be options like this. So it has system admin, but I don't want to give system admin profile because system admin can have highest access power. So already I have logged with the this user SFDC training, which has the Salesforce admin profile. So now I'll create this Anita Singh a user with the standard user profile. So now leave everything like this. Just save this one. See, new user is created and new users have license Salesforce, and according to Salesforce license, we can give profile say standard user. And now in this email ID, I will get one verification mail. So I'll check my email ID, just refresh this one. See, I got one mail that welcome to Salesforce. Please verify this account. Just click on this verify account. Whenever you create new user, according to the email you provided in the user field, you will get verification code to reset password. Just click on this reset password button. Set any password. It has some criteria, 8 letters minimum, one capital, one small, and it also include number. You can give any name. Suppose what's your pet name? Suppose I'll leave something. So just save this. Now I am logged as a, you can see. So I am logged as a Anita Singh. From Salesforce admin, it has all rights. So from Salesforce admin, you can log in into another users also. But you cannot log in from Anita Singh to another like a user because it has standard user profile, different profile. So it has less access permissions compared to system administrator. So now I logged as a Anita Singh. Now you can see it has limited functionalities compared to the system administration profile. Now you can see what we have created one our app Airline India. It is not visible here, and you can see there are limited apps we are like able to view from this user because it has different profile. So we can take away like access. We can also system admin can also give the grant option to access different profile, different objects, tabs to this uh, user. So see, you can see there is difference in the view. We cannot see our Air India custom app. Now, if we want to like give this app access to this user, we can have the option. So now we can go to setup and we will see if I go to company or there would be a personal information. Go to company information. See the org is same RERF. Okay, and addition is same, but there would be difference in the some access part because profile is different. Okay, so we will go through, we will play around this, the users part. Now I'll go back to the my original profile or original users. That was the Salesforce training. You can see it is coming here also. Just click on this. It is asking switch to user SFDC training RERF. I would say yes, switch. So again, it is asking for password. Just give this. Now you are logging as a RERF's training, this user, SFDC training. So going to this, when just clicking on this, you can see I just log as a SFDC training. And in this page, there is also user detail button. Just go on this. It will directly open the user page only. So we again, you can see there is profile system admin and it is under the license, user license Salesforce. Now I logged in as a system admin. Suppose in the users, if I click on this users here, you can see Anita Singh, new user is visible. and profile is the standard user. And before that, another user was SFDC training. Username is different, but email ID is same. So it is logged as a system admin. Now, as I am logged with SFDC training, you can see now I'll open this app launcher. Now you can see there are extra applications US visible, this. So it depends on the access, which is like mentioned, which we have to include in the profile. So you can see various things, or we can filter in another users. So now I hope you get the idea how to create new user. Go to the this new user button. You have to give this fields, email, username, and you have to select user license. Suppose chatter free. Chatter free is like it is internal, like post. You can like internal companies can want to post anything, so you can provide that user chatter free license. Like suppose in the Facebook you post something, so everyone able to see your post. So that is for like chatter free. So according to the users, you can select user license. Now we have used two Salesforce license. So you can check in the company profile. Suppose I go to setup in the company profile. Or in the company information, you can see number of license two is used. Like two users is using this Salesforce user license. Now, but you can increase this number of licenses or through the addition. It depends on additions. The more big additions you have, the number of licenses will be increased for user. So like that, there is also permission set licenses. Feature license it would be change for like it varies from edition to editions. Like in the suppose if you take car top model, you will get every features compared to base model. So according to your price, budget, security, data, you can purchase any additions, and with additions user license comes. And you can extra you can buy from the Salesforce also by paying that. So now going back to users, you can create new users, and there's one more option. Suppose there's one more also I have created back this John. Now as a Salesforce admin, I can go through this chatter free user. You can see this chatter free user profile is given to the this John. So if suppose I open this user and I log this option of right now login. ch- hmm. So there is one more thing. The user is active right now. This checkbox is true. If I don't want this user, like suppose this user left the organization, so there is option to deactivate it. Just deactivate this, go to edit. Suppose this user does not exist in our org, so there is no option of deletion for user. We have to inactivate it. So deactivating means removes them from all delegated groups and sharing privileges. I'll say okay and save it. Now, if you try to log in from this user, you will be unable to log in because this user is not active. It is deactivated. So again, go to edit and mark it as a active. See, there is no delete option in user. There is a freeze option. Freeze option means like for few days you don't want this users to give the permission. For holding permissions for few months or few time, then you have to select as a freeze. But for deactivating this user, you have to make it here unchecked. So there is difference between freeze and there is like between active. Suppose if the user left the organization, so we have to just do it unmarked. So we have to make it deactive. And for holding the access for few months, you have to select freeze option, like freezing this user for few time. Suppose I have freeze this permission, this user. So he will not be able to log in for some time until I make it an unfreeze. Why there is no delete button? It is because like suppose this users has created many records, many data in leads, in campaigns. So that if I delete this users, then all the data which this users has created, this John, would be deleted from the account, from the leads, from the campaigns. So that would be like loss for the company. So that's why there is no delete option. And in the development code also, we have used that users records. So that would be like loss. So company does not provide or Salesforce does not have the delete options, which will basically deletes the data which this users has created. And presently we want to use that data. So there is no delete option because there would be like multiple things associated with this user. So basically, we deactivate the user when the company left the when the this user left the organization. Hope you have understood right till now what is users and license and this part. So going back in the users, there is also option of add multiple users. So now from new users, we can only create one user at a time. But from this button, add multiple users, you can have the options like for hierarchy, you can create multiple users at a time. So you can see again, it is showing that this users number of user licenses. Already we have seen in the user license, it is again showing us. So user license would be like, see, Salesforce is not coming now because that already number of license of Salesforce is used. See in this Salesforce, there is only two license in this edition. So we have already we have given that two users this number of license like two. Now for Salesforce, there is like difference in the functionality of this user licenses. You can go through. You can search what is difference between Salesforce platform license and Salesforce. So I've already mentioned some points on the this PPT. Like uh, this is the complete access. This edition, like Salesforce, you can see it. And what is difference between Salesforce platform? That it will have access to only custom or app exchange app without the standard CRM functionalities. So standard platform can have like few limitations. It can only see custom apps, not the standard apps. According to requirements, the users we can system admin can provide the uh, profile. So coming back to our PPT, now I'll show you one more thing. See the who's users we have seen who has authentic username password. So what a user can see in the org depends on the profile. So this is very important. What users are able to view in the org, it depends on the profiles that is associated with that profile. Like system admin profile, if a user one is having system admin, so he can access to everything like app, every object, every data. Okay, and compared to if there is another profile like read only user, so they can only view, they cannot create, they cannot edit the records. So there are different types of profiles which we will see. But note, at a time, user can have only one profile. But one profile can be shared or associated to multiple users. Suppose there is a user John, you have already seen Anita. At a time, only one profile is like given to the user. So you have the option to create multiple users. Just select anyone, suppose chatter free, because you can see chatter free licenses so many. This chatter free license is 4998 available. So you can create multiple users at a time. ABC, suppose. So you can give anything. So, because email verification will come to the this user. Okay, just give email ID, profile, chatter free user. Okay, next would be like another user. Suppose same profile is, so you can create at a time same from here only. Get a username it is asking, so you can give adm3 dot, let's see what is it is asking. Yeah, we have to give the unique username. So see, ABCD is one user and it is having this username ADM1 and this also having this ADM3. So it is having chat free user. So you can directly create multiple users through this button and one single you can create through this button. And every user should have at least one profile at a time. But if you want to change, like suppose John is having chatter free user, if you want to change this user profile, only system admin have rights to do that. So right now I am a system admin. I just open, you can see it is system admin. So I have right to change the other user's profile. So I want to suppose change this user profile, just go to that profile name user, that John, and change, go to edit, just change here its license, Salesforce platform developer, just save. You can see system admin, what system admin do. This course we are learning as a Salesforce administrator. So basically it manages all users profiles and able to create users, manage their profiles, what they view, what they cannot view. So system admin can manage all these things. So every user must have the at least one profile and one profile can be associated to multiple users. You can see here multiple profiles are given to like same sorry single profile this chat free users have given to multiple users. So hope you have understood right now till here. Any questions? Any questions? Can I move forward? Okay. But please try to create new users from your side, and also go around this company information and Salesforce instance and edition and the user license part. Now we will see profile. So one users can have multiple profile. So this is the example. Now we will see what is profile. So profile is a collection of settings and permissions that determine which data and features in the platform or org users can have access to. Like what users can visible depends upon the profile it is the user is associated with. Suppose user one is system admin, so it can have rights to view everything, like like every app, objects, and it also have permissions like create, delete that record also on that object or table. But suppose second user is having read only profile, so that users cannot have the rights to create, delete other options than read only. So there are different profiles which we will see, and the users can only do or only have the like org dependency is basically based on the profile the user is associated with. So see, settings determine what the users can do, like for example apps, tabs, field settings, and permissions means what users can do, for example create, edit records, run reports, customize the app. So profile is basically the collection of settings and the permissions that determine what users can do in the org. So profiles is associated with the user license. We have already seen this, like Salesforce, for Salesforce license, we will get the system admin and other things. To go navigation is users and profiles. Just go to here, go to see, suppose if I go from here directly Salesforce system admin. So this is the Salesforce admin, user license is the Salesforce. So profile is belonging to the user license also. So which license user is having. Okay, so this is the standard profile. So we can see now. There are two types of profiles. Types are, you can see standard profile and custom profile. So standard profile is inbuilt profiles, which is provided by the Salesforce. Around 37 profiles are there. So system admin of you have already seen read only, and there are few like more, and everything have like different permissions. Every profile permissions we will see has different. Suppose in the users only, go to profiles. You can see this are the standard profiles which is given by the Salesforce, and it is around like 38. See, now in this page you can see only 25, 1 to 25, but there are 38 more. There are total 38. So go to next. You can see in the next page more profiles. This is the system admin. You can go like select the letter. So the letter C letter profiles will come. When you select A letter profiles will come. Analytics, cloud integration, and all this. So I can give this profile to some user, and that user will only see what this profile access have. Suppose if I select S, so any user having system admin can have the system admin profile access. Okay, so you can check there are 38 profiles, and every profile have different access rights, permissions. Marketing people can, for marketing user we can give this profile. For sales user we can give the sales profile. For support profile, for support user we can provide this support profile. According to this profile they will only see or view the which is marked or checked or have rights in the support profile. So there are multiple profiles, and this is the inbuilt. And now we will see how to create new profile, that is custom profile. So as there are limitations in editing or customizing standard profile, we have to use custom profile. Suppose there are the requirements that we don't want any user to give every rights, and we don't also want to give the only read rights. We want the user to have some medium range access. So then what we will do, we will create new custom profile. So there's also limitation. The custom profile cannot create it directly. We have to clone it from the standard profile and do the customization. Now this is the standard one. Now if we want to create the custom profile, just create here new profile button. And we cannot create directly. We have to just take a reference of any profile, and the maximum permissions accesses from the system admin, and the minimum permission is only have the read user. So suppose from the existing profile, we will take existing profile. Suppose standard users I'm taking. It has some medium range access for users. So user license C directly coming Salesforce. Profile name is, suppose I give here custom standard. We will not give every access which is standard user is having. We will just customize from this profile. Just save it. Okay, so you can see our new profile, that is custom profile. It is marked checked, is created. Now we can make edit. Just do it. Uh, Go to edit. You can see there are so many things. Air India, but this profile does not have the right to view our Air India app. So just mark it as a true. Suppose, let me show you one thing. Go to the users, which is having standard user, this one. Okay, Anita Singh. Yeah. So in next browser, suppose this is our browser. Okay. In this browser, I'll open our login dot salesforce.com. Now from this browser, I will log in as a Anita Singh. I'll show you. This is my username. Just go to the login.salesforce.com, type username and give the password. So I am logging in the same profile. Whenever you log in first time from different browser, from different laptop or something, it will ask your mobile number or some verification code. You can say remind me later. Now in this browser, I have logged in as a Anita Singh. Okay. And you can see in the settings, here in the settings, your personal information. So your username is this and all this. There is start of day, end of day. Okay. Now, now in the sales, second, in the advanced user details, you can see you have profile as a standard user. Okay. Now we will see what different profiles will have difference in the views. So you will go to apps. You will check there is no Air India app is coming like in different browser as I'm opening as a system admin right now. Go to settings here. You can see in the advanced user settings. I am logged as a SFDC training in this browser Chrome and my profile is system admin. Now I just go to here and you can see you have the rights to see here Apollo Air India. But for the standard user profile, as a I don't there is no visibility of that apps. Now I want to make some changes in the profile so that that user can be able to view that apps, custom apps. Now what will I do? Just you want to go to profiles here or just go from here. Right now in this I am logged as a Anita. Okay. And my profile is standard user. Now I want to view custom app, which is Air India. Right now I am not able to see in App Exchange. Okay. And now she wants to see that app, to use that app. So what she will do? She will go to profile. Okay. And in profile, there is no edit button for that. She will not make herself view that app. So who will do that work? The the user one who has the system admin profile, because system admin has rights to manage users and give the permissions to the users or profiles. So right now in this profiles, there is no option of edit button. So she cannot edit the profile and make the changes. So what she will do, she will ask system admin, the user who is system admin, that please make me visible that app. I want to use that app. So I, as a SFDC trainer, I logged as my profile system SFDC training. There is profile system administration. So I will have the rights to edit. Okay. So I'll go to that profile. Which profile? Just type first here profiles. I'm a system admin. I just logged as a profile and for which user? Standard user. So standard users, I just go to the standard user. See, I have edit option. I just click on edit and I want to make Air India app to be visible. for this profile, which profile? Standard user. I just make this app Air India visible. Just save. The users who is having this standard user profile now can able to view this app. Now just go to another browser where I have logged in as a Anita. Just refresh this browser or app. You can go to setup. I am logged as Anita and I am my profile is standard user. So now Salesforce admin has given rights for this profile. Now you can see that she is able to see Air India app. Now she is able to open this. But what happens? She is not having now object rights. This object, there are multiple objects we have created like positions, sorry, payments and passenger details. Now she got the app rights, but there is no object. Then she will ask whom, because she has no rights to edit herself in profile. So who will give that rights? Please answer. Who will give that rights? Yeah, admin. So I'll go back where I have logged in as a admin. See, for admin, now I'm logged as an admin. Just there is edit option there. You can see Air India app uh, is given rights. Now we have to give the tabs or the objects right. I'll show you what is this tab settings. There's option in this profile is there is option of permissions of user, standard object permission and custom object permissions. So you can see in the custom object there is no rights given. Read also, there is no read, create, edit. So I'll just give it this user, this profile, this custom profile. So see, there's also one challenge here. We will, we cannot give the custom. It is disabled. So now what will we do? We will give that user another profile which we have created, and in that profile we can have the option to mark it as a true, because this is the standard profiles, so it has some challenges. We cannot give every permissions, and according to our customization or requirements we will have to create our custom profiles. So right now there is this custom object permissions are disabled. We cannot give that. Now, what happens that customer wants this custom object permissions. So what we will do? We will not edit this standard profile. We will leave this profile. We will create our new profile, which we have already done. Go to profiles, or there is one profiles which we have created as custom profile. You can see this custom standard profile. Just open this, and it is already in reference to standard profile. Go to edit, click on this app visibility. Now here you can give the passenger, create, read, edit this one, payments. Now just give it as a save. Now what we will have to do, Now we have to assign this users to whom? Anita, because Anita is having standard user and where she wants some access rights, but according to that standard profile, we cannot do that requirement. So we have created one custom standard profile in reference to that standard user. And in that custom profile, we have already given the permissions which she is asking. So now we have to change that user profile. So just go to users, or you can see Anita is having standard user. Now we have to change this one profile. Now we have to give her custom profile because according to her requirement, just give that profile which we have created. Standard user, we have created this custom standard profile. Just change from here. License is same because we have taken that reference of standard user. Just now you can see the custom standard profile is assigned to this Anita Singh user. Now as Anita, I log in here. I'll check her profile. Profile, which profiles is she having? Custom standard profile is given to her. I open profile. Standard profile. In the access app visibility is there, but objects we have to check. Yeah, passenger patience program we have already given. So it should come here. If we log in here in Air India app, the this objects is visible, I think here. I'll show you payments, or which was passengers. Okay, tab setting is not there. We have given object settings, but in the here to show this data here, we have to also give tab settings. So for this profile, for profiles, just go to this profile one. Just do edit. System admin can do this rights for the other user. We have given objects rights, but for objects to visible in the org, we have to give the this uh, tab settings also. So in tabs, custom app is visible. This is already default on. Why it is not visible? One second. Standard object. Who's every rights here? Just saving. So now as a Anita, I am logging in another browser. Profile Air India it is not coming. Let me check here. Passenger. I think in developer console, this developer edition, it will take some time because in licensed one, it appears. fast. Like as I done the changes, it will appear here. It takes some time, but it will definitely appear because in the profile we have given her the rights. So we will like this. There is uh, like admin work is happens. Right now it is not coming. It will take some time, but that user will get access to that objects also. So going some more theory here. Uh, what does profile control? Basically, it control object, field, user, tab settings, login hours means which user can log in till how many hours. We can set some timings for that user in profile. Login IP ranges also, page layouts, visible, visual force, page access. So as a system admin, I'll show you. So suppose right now I'm as a system admin. I can also edit for my profile for system admin also, but you can see what profiles control. Profile control the app settings, like which apps user can visible or not. If I remove this visible option like unmarked, so I also like as a system admin will not be visible this some app which we want to see from here. Right now it has the every rights. So you can see tab settings also, accounts. There are three options: default, on, off, hidden. So basically it means right now default is on. I'll show you. Suppose in the sales app, you can see account is default on means it is visible here in the top. If I remove here from system admin, suppose I make it default off. In some changes I made in this system admin and just saved it. Now you can see in the home page, I just refresh it. You will not see counts here. I think it is, I have to log in again because it is not refreshing. In developer edition, it happens because it is a trial version. I'll log out once and log in as a is not making changes. Now I logged in as this one. Go to profile. Okay, go to system admin. In the system admin, just edit. We have just done some tab setting accounts off. Okay, just this one here. Just wrap. I'll wrap this session in 5 minutes. Just go to any app. Go to suppose sales. Open sales. Now you can see there is no account visible here because what we have done, we have changed account settings, this tab settings here. So default off means that this tab is not visible in the top in the sales one. But if you go to the view all and you can search for accounts, you can see it is coming here, but it is not coming under this app or it is not visible in the top. Suppose I just do back here, just default on. I'll change the my changes again. So now you will see it will appear again here on the top. Just save now. Right now again see. It will come actually in this, it takes. I have just already done that login log off, but in the developer this other editions it won't happen. But again I have to log in and log off. The simple you can try in the profiles. You can also uh, you can see we have done the app settings, we have done the account settings. There's also button tab hidden. If we do this tab hidden, then it won't be able to, that account object or tab will not be visible anywhere. Right now on off we have seen it is visible in view all, but in tab hidden it will not visible anywhere. So there is the option for the objects. For tabs, you can make it default on or off for any profile. There is also administrative permissions. You can enable like API enable. There is password never expire option. You can mark. So this system admin can do for other users' profiles. So general user permissions is also there. Manage cases, and you can mark or unmark. You have the like system admin have the right. So there's standard object permissions. If I remove this, so you will not get the account creation or account addition part. So you can go through all this. This is custom set objects permission. So every rights system admin have. So see, there is also session hour timeout. You can also change from here. Now it is after 2 hours of inactivity, it will be like log off. So you can change here like 24 hours of inactivity. Password policies, you can also have the option to change when will be the user password expire. Okay, right now, just we will wrap up now. So hope you have understood today's session. Salesforce, what are the Salesforce editions? And license profile, how to create user, and what other profiles, standard profiles we have, how can we, according to requirement, we can create custom profile, and we can assign that custom profile to user, and user can have that view according to the profiles it is associated with. So next, in the next we will see more about the security model, record settings, field security settings, and as record settings. It is pending. Hope so you have got an idea. Thank you for the day, for your time. Now we will have the small meditation session. Sister Raki, you can have it.
Thank you, Sister Vijay.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Let's again sit back and relax. And just meditate on the qualities of the ocean today. When the session has started, we saw an image that was sitting displayed. Learning how to balance between letting go and holding on. Let's observe how the ocean behaves in these attributes. Whenever we throw some stone in the ocean, what happens? The ocean doesn't throw the stone back at us. It simply gets disturbed for a couple of seconds in the form of ripples or some splash, and then it resumes its normal state. It keeps flowing, the waves just go on, and it's unaffected by anything we did to it. Even if a boat with very high speed navigates through the ocean, it only leaves a trail for a mere few minutes. In a matter of seconds, we see the trail vanish. The ocean is unaffected by someone coming and disturbing its surface. The ocean quickly resumes to its normal state. The waves, the calmness, the joy. So let's just go sit by the ocean today through our mind. And just learn these qualities from the ocean. Let go, let go, letting go. Anything that cannot be pushed back out to the shore, it sinks onto the ocean bed floor. And the ocean is still unaffected. It only donates its quality of stability and undisturbedness to anything in its environment and surrounding. So let's flow like the ocean. Let's have our waves dancing like the ocean, our waves of happiness. And even if some disturbance comes through, it's just a matter of seconds before we are back in our normal state. Let's steer our thoughts from any negative energy, any negative influence. Let's quickly learn to steer our thoughts to a very normal, stable, relaxed, calm state. By merely one act of choosing not to think about that situation, resumes us to our normal state. So let's mimic the ocean in this attribute of letting go. If we keep thinking about it, we are not letting go. So the mantra for meditation today was let go, let go, let go. So we are back, restored in our inner peace, very stable, very calm, very relaxed. Thank you. Have a great rest of the good evening. And Mukesh will be making an announcement, so any feedback request. So we pass it on to Mukesh Matwani. Thank you, everyone.
Hi everyone, I've shared a feedback link in the chat box. Would request you to share the valuable feedback before you drop off. That is definitely going to help us improve. Thank you.